with Jason Salas.
All right, my friends, welcome back to Weekend Edition. Now, this is Time Out, the portion of the program where we cover all things concerning the Guamanian athlete, but we haven't really covered martial arts outside the scope of mixed martial arts. I have my friend Kevin Jalique.
Yes.
There you go. I'm in trouble with the last name and everything, but really good to have you in here because
Thank you.
are actually the mastermind and the brains and the motivating force behind Guam's Muay Thai Academy.
Yes.
Okay, so
Guam Muay Thai.
I guess first thing is, how would you describe the martial art of Muay Thai to someone who had never experienced it before, maybe in relation to like other martial arts like Kung Fu or Karate?
Well, Muay Thai is like kickboxing, but with the use of elbows and knees and a stand-up wrestling type part of it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And as opposed to like some of those other, you know, like people say like karate, it's a discipline where a lot of the times you use your opponent's attack against them and everything like that. Is Muay Thai a necessarily like a very offensive martial art?
Yes, it's very offensive. It's a lot of attacks, a lot of, you're going to be the aggressor. Mm-hmm. There's also defensive techniques also, but it's mainly an offensive martial art.
All right, so give us a little bit of back history about yourself and how you got to actually be involved in Muay Thai, and then ultimately, how did you come to work at the academy?
Well, yeah, I got into training, was fascinated with Muay Thai, saw a fight one time, and I was hooked. The main event was a Thai fighter from Thailand. Ended up training at his gym, had all my fights with him. His name is Pongsan Ek Yotin. In year 2000, had 12 fights, 6 wins, 6 losses. Even when I stopped fighting in 2006, I helped teach at the gym, and that's where I learned how to become a teacher. And being from Guam, being here, my wife and I decided to move back home, and I just thought it was something positive that I could help people. I mean, it's helped me when I was younger, and do the same here, give it back.
Now, especially with some of the up-and-coming sports on the island, like over the last decade, you know, there is MMA, which a lot of people are into. Paddling is very, very popular, and of course, you know, soccer. How do you deal with things like conditioning when you're dealing with athletes in your line of work and everything? And you know, for yourself, like with diet and with, you know, maybe like weight training, or what muscle groups do you have to develop?
Basically, you got to develop the same muscle groups you would use for boxing: your upper body, your legs, of course, your shins, your thighs, your core, everything. We condition just like a lot of these MMA gyms. Mm-hmm. Same type of conditioning. I throw in a lot of old school exercises that I used to do when I was training with my trainer. But nowadays with like CrossFit and all these new types of exercises, and we add a lot of new stuff in too to keep it interesting. Mm-hmm.
And there's also a very spiritual side to a lot of Asian martial arts and everything. Talk about that with Muay Thai.
Yeah, well, with Muay Thai, what separates us from just being kickboxing is that besides the use of the elbows and the knees, there's a lot of the Thai culture and traditions that are infused in the sport. I mean, obviously the name is called Muay Thai, which translates into Thai boxing. Some of the traditions we do, like before a fighter goes into the ring and when he fights, he does a ritual dance, what's called a Wai Kru. Wai means paying respect. Kru is teacher. So he does the Wai Kru, paying respect to his teacher, his teacher's teacher, his family, his beliefs, what he holds sacred. And then after that, he does another dance. And I say dance, but it looks like I guess karate would call it like a kata. Mm-hmm. It looks similar to that. And it's called the Ramoy, which is a fighter's dance, and that has another meaning. But even as far as we wear these armbands on our arms that have meaning to it, the headband we wear. So we try to stick to the traditions of Muay Thai, and just keep those traditions. Mm-hmm.
Have you talked to other people like on the island, because Brazilian capoeira was very, very popular here, and it continues to be and everything like that? Have you tried to like, you know, network with those guys and like exchange ideas? And
I actually do. I have a lot of friends who are from the different MMA gyms here in Guam. Mm-hmm. You know, MMA is big here. Mm-hmm. So I help a lot of them too. Some of them train with me for the stand-up part of, you know, their fighting, their MMA. But as far as the other martial arts, no, basically just the MMA gyms. You know, we kind of work with each other and stuff.
All right. Well, PXC is where it's at for MMA.
Yeah,
right.
PXC.
Okay.
PXC is the big one.
Well, of course, we talked about conditioning. Let's go to the other side of it. Talk about some of the injuries that people can experience with Muay Thai, and how do you, get it, what are the common injuries, either in training or because of competition?
In training, you will probably get bruised knuckles, sore shins, sore thighs from getting kicked, because a lot of our big targets are your thigh muscle, the ribs, kick in the face.
Take out the legs and the body will fall.
Yes, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
The car goes slower without the tires.
Yeah.
So, but in training, I mean, our school is geared to everybody. If you're a fighter and you want to, get some stand up, come to us. If you just want an alternative workout, come to us. Just something different than just lifting weights.
Okay, well, yeah, let's talk about that, because we'll send you out on this point. The gym is in Mangilao.
The gym is in Mangilao.
So
right
where can people find you guys? Do you have a Facebook page?
Yeah, we have a Facebook. It's Guam Muay Thai Academy. You could just type in Guam Muay Thai and it'll pop up. The gym is right on the road to UOG. There's that Chinese restaurant, and there's a laundromat on the right-hand side, across from Subway. We're on the second floor. So yeah, you can't miss us.
Okay, and if people are just curious maybe about the sport and they just want to come and check it out, maybe ask a couple questions.
Come by.
And check
Come
it
by.
out.
You get a free lesson. You could work out for the day for free, and then there's no commitment, no contract or anything. You could just try it out. And if you like it, cool. If you don't,
All right, good deal.
Yeah.
Okay, so Kevin, thanks for stopping by. Happy holidays, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, and thank you for what you do for the athletic community.
Thank you.
All right, and then that was Timeout. We will be back after this timeout. Stay tuned. Weekend Edition continues after this.
Timeout with Jason Salas.